To a story you'll see only on 9. A group of volunteers have found partial human remains in the desert just miles from Santa Teresa. The group says they have turned in detailed reports to local law enforcement so they can locate and identify. And they're wondering why the remains are left virtually untouched. This group took our KTSM 9 News reporter Jesus Baltasar to some of these sites, and he's live in the newsroom now with what he saw. And we want to warn you, the video you're about to see includes some disturbing images. Jesus.
Estela, Battalion Search and Rescue began doing this kind of volunteer work in the deserts of Arizona back in 2020, searching for lost migrants. Since expanding their efforts into southern New Mexico, they say they have located 20 sites with human remains, which they have revisited weeks and even months after they found and reported them to authorities, but most are still where they were found. We want to warn you, the video you're about to see include disturbing images. Have scoured nearly 500 miles between Arizona and New Mexico. They first took us to a site not that deep into the desert where they found a human skull and other bones nearly a month ago, which they only stumbled upon after revisiting a site they found in December of last year, which remained untouched. These volunteers say they provide detailed reports of the sites and the remains to the Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office and the New Mexico Office of the Medical Investigator, providing them with multiple coordinates and flagging the area with tape so that they can more easily locate them. But they say their response have been hostile, even demonstrating at times an unwillingness to go investigate, such as the remains which they believe more likely belong to a woman.
We don't know how she died. We don't know if she was murdered or assaulted here or somewhere else and brought here. These are all answers that our government agencies are supposed to provide. We are locating many deceased in this area. The sheriff and the OMI are not responding accordingly, and they are not showing up and not performing their jobs.
According to the El Paso Sector Migrant Death Database, in 2023, over half of recovered remains in the El Paso sector of the border were of women. Holman added that despite the large concentration of migrant deaths in the area, there is still no way of guaranteeing that the person was a migrant or the cause of death until they do their part and investigate. Now, we also saw clothing items next to these remains. James says in their experience, they often find them next to valuable possessions that could help shed light on who the person might have been. But that as time goes by without action, the evidence could be lost. Now, we did reach out to the Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office. They said the sheriff is unavailable, but they provided us with an email where we could direct our questions. We'll update you as soon as we learn more. For now, reporting from the newsroom, Jesus Baltasar, back to you.
Okay, Jesus. The group says that just this past weekend, they were able to locate 6 new sites with human remains. And to learn more about this story, you can visit borderreport.com.